Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. This is Amin Farouk and today I am going to give a book review of Jen Sincero's self-help book. You are a badass, how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. Jen is actually a best-selling author and a success coach who has helped countless people transform their personal and professional lives via her seminars, private sessions, public appearances and of course with the help of influential books like this one. This is actually just a short review of the book and is no way a substitute for reading the book, so I will suggest that if you like the review, you should go on and get your hands on the book. So basically, Jen starts the book with saying that why we are the way we are, and obviously we want to change it. That's why we are looking for things which can help us change, or that's why we are looking for books, self-help books which can help us change. So basically, Jen states that the problem with us is basically that subconsciously we have admitted that this is our max limit. This is how we should be. This is a, we can't do much more than that. We don't deserve more than that, and that's why we never take that leap of faith. Another reason for our procrastination is hitting the big snooze button. Basically, every time you hit a snooze button on the alarm, you're actually hitting the snooze button on your life. So basically, this procrastination in terms haunt us and therefore leads to our this therefore leads to this behavior of ours which is not doing more and not doing what we are capable of. Another thing which haunts us is basically our self-perception, which is a fancy way of saying that our thought and mind tell us that this is the max we are, this is our limits, and we should not try and go into the uncharted waters, or we should not try and take that leap of faith because we don't know what will happen on the other side of the jump. In the next part of the book, Jen moves on to tell us that we are already actually a badass from inside and we have all the capabilities necessary for changing our life inside of us. It's just that we are just not aware of our purpose of life, or it's just that we are not fully clear on that purpose. And the purpose of life basically differentiates from person to person, but there is a very beautiful quote from W.H. Auden that we are all here on earth to support others. Why the others are here, I am not aware of that. So basically, service is the rent, which is according to Thomas Alva Tanner, we pay for living on this earth. And if we align our mission on this life, or if we align our goal of life with the innate nature of the Mother Earth, that is to serve others, then no doubt we will be more content in our lives and more happy. So why we don't achieve what we can and what we are capable of? Basically, there is a thing that our mind works on a protective mechanism. That is, it doesn't allow us to take that leap of faith. And it's not our enemy. Basically, what it's trying to do is protect us from the uncharted waters from the other side. So basically, it's work as a safety mechanism that we don't know what will happen if we do this or if we take this leap of faith. Therefore, we perhaps probably shouldn't do it. But think if Wright brothers didn't take their leap of faith, or what if Columbus never went out to discover new lands, or what if mankind never invented new machines to make our life easier and happier. So basically, that's the thing that Jen hopes that will change our paradigm and be more content. Another another thing that Jen points at is basically gratitude and the art to forgive. Now, gratitude is basically a sure and short path to awesomeness. There's no doubt about that because it helps us to change our shift from the things we don't have to the things we have, and it makes us more at home with ourselves. And the art to forgive basically then gives a wonderful quote that forgiving is not for others, forgiving is just for yourself. So basically, we actually think that when we forgive someone, we have one up on that, or that they deserve us something, but actually, that's not the case. Forgiving is not for themselves, forgiving is because you want to be content and move on with your life and be more at comfort with those people. Now, the first thing we need to do to change our lives and be more productive is take out the drama. And yes, I mean our lame excuses driven drama that we don't get enough time, or we're just too busy, or we need more time. Basically, everybody gets the same 24 hours in their day, and it's up to us how we utilize those 86,400 seconds, either to make our day better or to complain about lack of time at the end of the day. Thanks to the genius mind in physics, we now know that time is a relative concept, and Jen says that I will give you an example to prove that. If you are given a task and said that this task requires 6 months to do, and you should submit this task within the 6 months, and if another person is given the same task and said that this task should be completed in 1 week, now that person will probably complete that task in 1 week. but the person A, which was given 6 months for the task, will probably take 4 to 5 months. Now the amount of work was the same. What changed was basically the relative concept in the person's B mind, that this task if the deadline of this task is 1 week, it means that this is a 1 week task, and the deadline in the mind of person A, that if this task has been given 6 months, it means that this probably would need 4, 5 or 6 months to do it, whereas the amount of work was the same. It's just a relative concept in our mind that this task would require this much time. And that's why when we say that we don't have enough time, it's basically that we have the time, but we've allocated in our minds that this thing requires more than this, or probably this thing would not be done in a certain amount of time. And that thing which stops us from achieving our goals in life is fear. Fear is nothing but an alternate yet not seen reality created by our brain to protect ourselves from being vulnerable and open. And the best way to get rid of that fear is to flip your fear. Instead of thinking that what harms may come if you try to take this step, or what you would be deprived of if you go and take that leap of faith, think that how wonderful and beautiful your life will be if you do this, or how more content with your life would you be if you had taken that leap of faith. So basically, flip your fears, and that will help you in achieving more and being a more content and productive person. Now, in the last part of the book, Jen gives us some ways to actually being more productive and finally doing it. Number one advice she gives is to take a decision and stick to it. Now, you may think for days or weeks before taking a decision, but Jen says that when you've taken the decision, you need to stick to it. Because she gives an example that when Henry Ford asked his engineers to make a V8 engine in which all the 8 cylinders should be in one block, the engineers told him that it was not possible. But Henry stuck to his decision and said that he wanted that engine to be made. And 18 months later, somehow the engineers managed to make the new V8 engine in which all the cylinders were in one block. Now keep in mind that those all engineers were basically high class university graduates, and Ford himself was a 6th grade dropout. But because it was due to his sheer determination and passion and the ability to stick to his decision, that he made Ford Motors what it is, and give the world a new V8 engine. Jen gives us one last good tip before ending the book, and that is to trust the universe. Jen says that your faith in the universe must be stronger than your fear of not getting what you want. You need to surrender yourself to the universe, and it will reward you. As they say that luck favors the brave, similarly, when you have taken your leap of faith, you need to trust the process and it will be done. So this was basically a short review of Jen Sincero's wonderful book, You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. Keep in mind that this is no way a substitute for reading the book. So again, I will suggest you get your hands on the book if you desperately want to improve your life and don't want to get busted doing it. If you want me to make a podcast or a video about any other book review, do mention that and hit me up at soundman404@gmail.com. So thank you and wish you all the best of health and life.